Good morning, Taiwan, and thank you for sharing the first day of the week with us. I am Louisa here to keep you informed and entertained. 欢迎收看 Louisa 报报，每天给你最新奇、最有趣的新闻。The responsibility of the annual visit of the traditional parade, which takes place in Aldershot, Hampshire, is now hers. In celebrating St. Patrick's Day on Saturday, the Duchess of Cambridge was in good spirit while visiting the Irish Guards. This marks her first solo military engagement since marrying Prince William. 英国凯特王妃庆祝 St. Patrick's Day 第一次单独参观军营。 Sporting a dark green Amelia Wickstead dress and with a gold shamrock-shaped brooch that was previously worn by the Queen Mother, Prince William's great-grandmother, who died 10 years ago, the Duchess posed for a group photo with the 1st Battalion Irish Guards at the ceremony after handing out sprigs of shamrock to the soldiers in a royal tradition which dates back to early 1900s when it was started by Queen Alexandra. And now to other news. With a drink in hand, it does look like speed dating, but don't be fooled because these individuals are there for something else. The new networking craze, speed roommating, that's hitting the Big Apple, allows people to find roommates as soon as possible. 现在在纽约有一个类似台湾的租房网，但这个不但可以帮你找房子，还可以帮你找室友一起分担房租。
Daniel Ugarte moved to New York City in January. He's spending his final college semester in the Big Apple as part of a student exchange program.
This is my room, and it's my home away from home in the city. It came with the bed, even the sheets, table to do my homework, closet. It's really good lighting. I got 2 windows, and there's a fire exit, which is kind of cool.
But Ugarte says finding his haven was really challenging until he heard about speed roommating and got lucky at his first meeting.
I took a tour of the apartment. 2 of my roommates were there, shook their hands, said hello, and then I said I want it. Because I was tired. I was tired of looking all over the place for different apartments, different rooms.
Launched in 2008 by SpareRoom.com, speed roommating is free. Attendees indicate whether they have a room or need a room and what their price range is. Most find speed roommating easier than looking online and not nearly as stressful as speed dating.
If you're not from New York and you don't know anybody from New York, trying to maneuver through the websites is like pulling your eyes out.
Dating is actually more like, do I want to be with your roommates? I mean, yes, I want to have like someone that I enjoy living with, but it doesn't have to be like, you know, the best match ever.
SpareRoom.com's founder, Rupert Hunt, says New Yorkers have really taken to speed roommating.
I think in this online age, I think more and more people are wanting to take things back offline again and make it more real. And I think when you're trying to find someone to live with, I think there's only so much you can do online.
According to a housing and vacancy survey, there were 2.14 million rental apartments in New York City in 2008. Plenty of opportunity for apartment hunters to at least give speed roommating a try.
Now turning to entertainment news, his visit to jail was short and brief. Academy Award-winning actor George Clooney has been released from jail on Friday following his arrest at the Sudan Embassy in Washington, D.C. 好莱坞电影明星 George Clooney 上周在苏丹大使馆前抗议被捕，在缴了$100之后的罚金终于可以出狱了。
George Clooney and other human rights activists were released from jail last Friday afternoon after being arrested during a protest at the Sudan embassy earlier in Washington.
What we've been trying to achieve today is we're trying to bring attention to an ongoing emergency, one that's got about a 6-week timetable before the rainy season starts, and a lot of people are going to die from it. So our job right now is to try to bring attention to it. One of those ways was apparently getting arrested. I guess we're not allowed to hang out at the Sudanese embassy.
I didn't know that. Did you?
No, I didn't know that either.
I thought it said welcome.
The Hollywood star was protesting Sudan's efforts to block humanitarian aid from reaching a volatile border region where its army is fighting rebels aligned with South Sudan. Clooney, his father Nick, and other anti-Sudan activists ignored 3 police warnings to leave the embassy grounds and were led away to a Secret Service van in handcuffs. George Clooney met with U.S. President Barack Obama last week as part of his fight to establish humanitarian access to food-starved regions on South Sudan.
With the escalation of danger for the people in the Nubian Mountains, there's a real concern of opening some form of a humanitarian corridor. Obviously, that's not something we can do unilaterally. It will have to be done through many different, with the help of many different countries. There is a great interest in working with China, not in any adversarial relationship, but actually working together for their own economic interests, since China is losing a considerable amount of money in oil revenue right now. So there seemed to be a unique moment and a unique time to be able to act on some of that, and the President has a meeting with President Hu, I think in 2 weeks, and said that he would have a discussion with him about that very specific issue.
One day before he met with President Obama, Clooney told the Senate Foreign Committee that Washington must get tough on Sudan President Omar al-Bashir and 2 other Sudanese officials indicted by the International Criminal Court as part of an investigation into atrocities in Darfur from August 2003 to March 2004. U.S. officials and aid experts have warned that as many as 250,000 people in the southern Kordofan and Blue Nile border states could be on the brink of famine by the end of April, and have demanded Khartoum stop blocking humanitarian access and allowed aid groups in.
In movie news, this will be the 8th collaboration for Johnny Depp and director Tim Burton, and we are giving you a sneak peek of the movie trailer this morning. Depp will be starring in the upcoming film Dark Shadows, which is based on the popular TV series of the same name. Johnny Depp 跟导演 Tim Burton 又再度合作，推出新片 Dark Shadows。这是 Depp 饰演一个沉睡200年的吸血鬼，当他回到他的老家时，会发生什么事情呢？我们一起来看看。
My name is Barnabas Collins. 2 centuries ago, I made Collinwood my home. My love. Until a jealous witch cursed me, condemning me to the shadows. For all time.
What the hell is this?
He's coming. He's coming.
In Dark Shadows, Depp plays Barnabas Collins, a vampire awoke from a 200-year slumber in the year 1972. As he returns to his ancestral home, he finds that his dysfunctional descendants are in need of his protection. The supernatural drama comedy also stars Michelle Pfeiffer, Chloe Moretz, Eva Green, and Helena Bonham Carter, who's married to Tim Burton and has starred in several of his films opposite Depp. Depp and Burton previously worked together on 2005's Corpse Bride, 2010's Alice in Wonderland, and their first collaboration was for the 1990 film Edward Scissorhands. Dark Shadows will be released in the U.S. on May 11.
Remember me?
Witch.
You cursed me to be this hideous creature.
You may strategically place your wonderful lips upon my posterior and kiss it repeatedly.
What if I made you love me?
With what, a spell?
With this?
I must admit, they have not aged a day.
She for real?
Indeed.
If I can't have you, I'll destroy you. And your family.
Missed me. I shall restore the family business to its former glory.
Burn, baby. Burn. Fight on, Barnabas. Fight on for us.
And fight I shall.
Love me.
Never. That was a regrettable turn of events.
And that's it for this edition. I am Louisa Lee, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Meanwhile, stay with CTS for the latest weather update and for more top stories.